edition of the Morning Rush. It's ugly Christmas sweater day, Tommy. I am in my my buddy's camo jacket that he gave me and gifted me because I honestly thought we were doing the show outside.
Well,
I'm in
it's
a
not
beanie.
too late for you to be outside.
I'm in a beanie. I have mittens, and Richard said that he didn't think you could handle the cold weather today. That's why he elected to do it indoors this morning.
I'm just smart enough to know that I can be 25 feet inside the front door, or I could sit outside where the wind chill right now is about 20. Now, you do what you want. I think I'm smart enough to figure out what the right choice is.
No, I just assumed that.
Why would I choose to sit out in the cold when there is?
I thought that's where we would be directed to. I'm just happy I don't have to send the pink chair this morning. It's behind us.
Here, plug that in.
Richard almost made me sit in it, but I told him I'm not doing the show if I have to send the pink chair. I'm in the green chair morning.
You'll do what you're told.
No. I think we've known in 6 years that I do what I want, when I want, and how I want here.
All right, so glad you're here for Ty's final show and final day with ESPN Arkansas.
It's been fun.
It's been
a good
okay.
ride.
It's been okay. And we'll look forward to introducing our new host.
It's been real, and it's been fun. It hasn't been real fun.
You'll hear the new host coming up, I guess.
Do you have someone in mind for that?
Oh, I'm like an AD, man. I got a list in my desk drawer.
Well, it's taking you long enough. It's been 6.5 years.
So
probably should have made a decision a while ago.
Well, it's the kindness of my heart. I worry what would become of you. It's almost turned into a welfare project at this point. I meant to call the fence man because we're just down the road because he's needs to come join us here because this is his kind of stuff.
We're going to call him. I already talked to him.
I didn't know if he was coming in, or I meant to send him a text, tell him where we're at. We're at Gellco Outdoors. The countdown to Christmas sale is on. The porch is full of savings, and I'm telling you, I've been in the store here. My uncle, Richard Kraft, has been in business since 1984 in Fort Smith. 83, pardon me. And he has built a heck of a business. And anything you need for that, or if you're a hunter, if you're an angler, if you're not like me and Ty, you actually work hard for a living and you need steel-toe boots, they've got something for everyone. And for the Christmas shopper, they've got everything you need. Clothing, buy one item and get the second item of equal or lesser value 50% off, 25% off Yetis and Yukon Outfitter ice chest, coolers, tumblers, and cups. And we're going to tell you more about the savings in the gun department. There are, savings from the front wall to the back wall, side to side here. Ammo, big selection of knives that always make a great holiday gift as well. Here at Gellco Outdoors. We're going to be here. Matt and Phil going to be here after us. So from 9 to 2, you come out and hang out with the crew from ESPN Arkansas this morning and midday at Gellco Outdoors in Fort Smith. Mention we're going to do our Fence Man Friday picks here in just a few minutes. We're brought to you by Wheels RV as well, 5 miles west of Exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. The best brands, the best prices, and they hook you up with a lifetime warranty on every new RV they sell as well. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of Exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV. So if you come to Gellco, we're right inside the front door. I'm the guy in a black shirt and khaki pants. Elmer Fudd's seated next to me.
It took me a while to understand that because I'm wearing this camo jacket. I just looked at you and I was like,
you got your toboggan on. You got a fleece on. You look like you're, you look like you're ready for
like great Wrangler
trip
jeans
to the North Pole or something.
Yes, again with the intent that I thought we were doing the show outside. I know that
we have enough gear and enough internet. You can be outside. I'll sit in here.
I'm going to sit in here where it's warm inside, but it is. I appreciate the opportunity to do so. You got an opportunity this weekend to watch plenty of football. I am, after going to a car remote tomorrow, I'm going to sit in on my couch for 12 straight hours and not do a single thing. I'm going to golf on Sunday, watch NFL games, hoping my fantasy football team pulls it out and in. But I'm not going to do a darn thing this weekend productive.
Isn't this the weekend you kind of root for bad weather or weather that's just not good enough to do anything outdoors? That way you don't feel like you're wasting a good day. Yeah.
You're a father and a husband. I'm not anything. So you don't have right. I don't have to be productive. You do.
43 is the high today. I'm past the point of having to be productive. 47 Saturday.
At that age.
54-ish on Sunday. Sunday's going to be the nicer day. So I think Saturday's where you call the dogs and you make a pot of chili or gumbo or
Are you going to make gumbo this weekend?
I don't know.
Or are you just going to talk about it?
I probably
an action man or a talking man.
Well, you know the answer to that.
Talking man. Don't leave that open.
I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. Gumbo's a commitment now. You're talking 4, 5, 6 hours of making gumbo.
No, it takes some time a little bit. Just be sure to bring me and Big C. Big C, you want some gumbo Monday, right? That's what you're hoping for.
Oh, yeah.
That's the hope. That's what we're hoping for. We'll see if it ends up happening a little bit. I think you're talking about weather. Have you seen Notre Dame? There's people lining up in South Bend, Indiana this morning. It's already snowing, and they've been lining up since like 6 or 7 a.m. for this game tonight.
Yeah. I was driving over here. I was listening to Chuck and Bo, and Chuck was trying to get the terms right on 4K TV. But his point was well made that if there was ever a reason to have the highest resolution delivery and television, it's for football that's played in the snow. And his point is 1,000% right that if you've got 4K, you want it to work on a game where there's snow coming down, and particularly a college football game that you've never – I mean, how many college football games do you ever get to see in the snow? Like it happens once every few seasons because you just don't play late enough, and then your bigger bowl games are south or in domes. So this is I hope it snows a foot during the game.
Yeah. Do you have a 4K TV?
I have a yes, I do, but I don't know that I have a 4K in the living room. I don't know if it's hooked up in a way that I could watch. I guess I'm gonna find out.
Test it this week.
I think I got the ESPN service or something. I can get the 4K to work, but I do have a 4K TV. I don't think I've watched very many events in 4K just because there aren't very. Is this game even in 4K?
I mean,
we're talking about
it's the college football playoff. I'm going to guess so.
I don't know. I mean, 4K is a whole different animal as far as how they produce it and deliver it. I mean, the same cameras we normally watch won't produce 4K, I guess is my point.
Yeah, I think that if you have one, you're going to at least try it this weekend if you can take advantage. And speaking of football, again, you've got some NFL games as well. Let's get into our opening drive.
I'll get to work at practice and try to push it to see where I can get to. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to put our team in a bad position. So if I feel like I can play and go out there and win a football game, I'll play. And if I don't feel like that's the best case scenario, I'll let guys like Carson play. He's a guy that's won in this league as well. It's just about pushing it this week, seeing where I'm at, and making the best decision then.
This is the opening drive presented by First Financial Mortgage in Fort Smith.
So that was the voice of Patrick Mahomes as they head into their game this weekend.
His voice is very distinct.
Yes, very, very much so. I think the Chiefs are going to lose the next 3 games. I think they're going to lose at home this weekend. I think they're going to lose on the road at Pittsburgh. I think they're going to lose on the road to Bo Nix in Denver. And I think the Chiefs are going to lose after an insane season with the exception of one loss to the Buffalo Bills, which was also an awesome game. I think they're going to lose out home field advantage because I think the Bills, who have the Pats twice and the Jets, are going to win the AFC overall number 1 seed and at least have a chance to host Kansas City like they did last year.
So were you watching the NFL game last night?
There was a quirky thing that happened at the end of half,
yeah,
and I knew when that happened. I was like, this is something that Tommy's going to want to talk about the next day. So why don't you explain for those that missed it? Denver and the Los Angeles Chargers played last night, and I'll let you take it from there.
Chargers won the game 34-27, but as we headed to the half, there was a punt, which involved a fair catch or free kick interference. They hit the return man, knocked him down, and the ball hit the ground, all right? Now, there is a relatively unknown rule in football that if you fair catch a kick, a punt, if you fair catch it, you can take a free kick from that spot, and if you can hit it through the uprights, it's 3 points, all right? But since he was fouled, it wasn't a fair catch, you get what's called an awarded fair catch. So since I knocked the crap out of you, which he didn't get the crap knocked out of him, but he did get hit, 15-yard penalty, and then you can kick it off like a field goal, and it went through the uprights for 3 points. Rarely seen. Listen, I've officiated for 23 years. I've seen it, but I've never been on the field when a fair catch free kick was utilized. I've seen it a few times in high school, heard about it, but Dicker the kicker came out, Texas guy, right? He was at Texas.
Beat Oklahoma a few years back.
Right, and put it through the pipes for 3 points at the half. And it wasn't the difference in the game, but it made an interesting footnote because it was the first one in NFL history in 48 years, a free kick for a field goal to end the half. So good
48 years.
Good on Harbaugh, good on that staff for knowing the rule and knowing that. And generally that's where you'd want it. End of a quarter or end of a half when the wind or the time conditions are in your favors. Why not try it? There's no time on the clock.
Yeah, That's
So,
take advantage of the points when you can get it.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to do
key
it.
to that thing, though, is it's a fair catch, free kick. So you have to have a fair catch or an awarded fair catch. That's why in these situations you wonder, why did that coach kick it out of bounds? Why did that kicker kick it on the ground? Because you make the decision because you know that's a possibility, and you don't want someone to have a fair catch, free kick when you have field position against you. Kick it in a manner where they can't fair catch it. The stupid thing there was the foul and even getting close to him to allow that opportunity to set itself up.
All right, that is your opening drive. What do you think about my Chiefs-Bills prediction? That they're going to lose the next 3 and Bills are winning the next 3?
I don't think they're going to go 0-3. No.
Well, even if they,
Are you rooting for that, or
yes,
why do you think that?
Because I'm
Why
sick
do
of
you not-
this.
why do you
I'm
hate
sick
the
of this
Chiefs?
dynasty. I'm sick
Oh.
of hearing about. Are you for it? Why are you for it?
Well,
You're
I'm just
not a
trying to.
Kansas
Why
City
are you
fan.
against it?
Because I'm like other people that aren't Kansas City fans. They're ready for it to end. I don't know people that
Hey, dude,
aren't a fan of the Chiefs that want this thing to go to 3 this year.
Mahomes is like.
Oh, I love what.
He's like the Montana of my era. He's the Montana of this generation. Why would you root against one of the? I mean, a surefire Hall of Famer, one of the greatest athletic performers we've seen at that position in some time, and you don't want him on the biggest stages.
I mean,
down the
Josh
stretch?
Allen.
Entertain me. I want to be entertained.
I think Josh Allen will be able to do that. And again, what I've said about
he's not
Patrick
as
Mahomes
dynamic as Mahomes.
in terms of what his on field, maybe off the field is popularity, but his on the field,
Mahomes flips them passes and does things with his legs. I'm not saying Allen's not a great quarterback, but he is not the dynamic player.
He's got to get over the hurdle. But I would disagree wholeheartedly with that. Those guys play in just
I'm not saying Allen's
unbelievable.
bad. I'm just saying I think Mahomes is more entertaining to watch.
I was just texting our friend Ethan Adamson over at First Financial Mortgage. That's what the opening drive is always brought to you by. And Ethan, luckily, got clearance, I think, from his wife to play golf this weekend, so I'm excited about that. If you need clearance from him, and
sure
if
glad you mentioned that.
No, I think, he's excited about
He's
it.
the father of twin babies.
Yeah,
He's got a lot going on.
I know he does have a lot going on, but I'm excited to play with him this weekend, and he just got, I think, his 308th 5-star review, which you can check out on Google. I think it's 308 or 309. Stop by and see him at 8500 Phoenix Avenue in Suite A in Fort Smith. He did my mortgage. He's done so many others. He can help you out when it comes to refinancing, mortgaging for the first time. He's the guy to come see. Again, Ethan Adamson at First Financial Mortgage. You can give him a call at 479-782-9300 or online at ffb1.com. First Financial Mortgage, in the business of you, equal housing lender. Big C, I'm going to guess it's not labeled. This is Sean we've got on the line, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, we were just talking about you, Sean, just a short while ago. It is a football Friday. It's also a Fence Man Friday to get into. Sean, we got a bunch of good games to pick. Are you going to get any work done this weekend with all the football going on?
No, I'm not. I'm not even going to work in the yard or work on the house. I'm going to find me get to my couch and go from a morning adult beverage to an evening adult beverage.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
My man.
That's the setup on that. So if he's going to chill, then I think you have clearance to chill, Tommy. I think you have clearance to not get anything.
Sean and me are at that same stage of life. We don't need clearance because they just prefer we stay out of the way. So.
Get kicked out of the house is what we get.
Yeah. Please.
Every once in a while. Sean, I got a quick fence question before we get rolling on our Fence Man Friday pick. So I've got a back fence that's like falling down, and I wonder for those listening that have thought about it, that have listened to you for years now, what does that like consultation look like? You stop by, you and your crew, you kind of give people a sense, like, well, take us through that process, whether it's a business or it's a residential place like mine.
Well, our sales staff come in. I'm very fortunate that these guys are pretty sharp in their side of the business, knowing what they do. But they'll come in your backyard, they'll look at what's going on, they'll tell you what they notice, what's caused the deal. It could be water damage, it could be, poor materials, and so on and so forth. And then they take time with you. They go, what do you want to do here? You're looking for us to kind of come in and, do a less expensive repair and get it fixed back up to keep you secured, or are you really looking to bring your fence back up to new? We have all those options. And again, what kind of look are you looking for? You want to maintain it? You want to go with the black fence, chain link, or you want to go with wrought iron? There's just so many options, and we can just kind of help you through that entire process. And all of that expertise and all that, those guys coming out and spending time with you is free to you to get the estimate. And, we keep your estimate for a long time. So say 90 days from now, you're like, man, I think I really want to do this. Well, we just happen to have your information, and we pull that up, and we try so hard to maintain what we've quoted before you in the past. So,
Sean, we just got a text in here to the show on the hotline. It says, how tall a fence can you build? What is the biggest fence available? Signed, Ty's neighbor. What would be the tallest fence?
Left or right? Which neighbor? Which one? All of them?
Well, the east side.
Okay, east side.
Yeah.
You name it. Whatever your city code will let you get away with, we can build. We've done baseball backstops, which can be up to 40 feet, in the air.
That would cover this one, yeah.
Yeah, so
I think they're on the batter's eye back there. So, yeah. All right, well, let's get into it. It's our Fence Man Friday picks.
Army is a 6.5-point favorite, Sean, against the Navy midshipmen. Do you like Army, who think only lost one game all season in Notre Dame, or do you like Navy in this one?
Got to go with Army.
Who do you got in this one between Army and Navy? Army favored by 6.5.
I like that Army quarterback, Bryson Daly. I go Army.
I'm also going to jump on Army. I'm usually like Navy in this game, but Army's got a heck of a football team. Panthers, Clay, are 3-point favorites in Charlotte. Do you like them, or do you like the Cowboys to bounce back after the Bengals lost last week?
I can't pick the Cowboys ever again.
I'm also going to take Bryce Young and the Panthers, Sean. I think he's played actually decent lately. So I'm going to take Carolina to beat Dallas.
Dallas is a good example. No matter how much you pay them, they're not always buying the best talent.
It doesn't always translate. But you're still going to take them, I'm guessing.
I'm taking Dallas.
As a road underdog. All right, Clay, a lot of Kansas City fans where you're at. They're 4.5-point favorites on the road this weekend. They clinched the division last week against the Los Angeles Chargers. Maybe a sleepy game in Cleveland. Do they get it done by 5 or more points on Sunday?
Can't bet against Mahomes. I just can't. KC.
Sean, what do you think? The Chiefs keep it going. They've only lost one game all season. The Buffalo Bills, that's our next game.
I am a big KC fan.
I'm also going to take KC to cover in this game. The Detroit Razorbacks, Detroit Lions hosting the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. Clay, I like Buffalo, even as good as Detroit's playing. I like them to pull off the upset at Ford Field. I'm taking the road underdog, Buffalo Bills, who are road underdogs by 3 points in this game.
I think Detroit.
Bills. All right, those were our Fitzman Friday picks from last week. Let's go and roll into them this week. We're starting the game tonight. We mentioned snow on the ground already continuing to fall in South Bend. Guys, Notre Dame is a 6.5-point favorite from their neighbors in Bloomington tonight. Are we taking the Fighting Irish, Tommy, or are we taking the visiting Hoosiers?
Stage is too big once again. It's like the Ohio State game. Stage too big for Indiana. They don't know how to play on a stage this large. They'll choke. Notre Dame wins big going away.
I've got Notre Dame winning as well. I'll probably say 2 touchdowns in this one, Sean, but I do think they move on, and Zach Arns is a very happy man.
Going with the Fighting Irish.
All 3 on the Fighting Irish. All right, let's go to the games tomorrow. SMU against Penn State, Happy Valley. First game of the day at 11 o'clock. What do you think about Rhett Lashley's ball club, Tommy, traveling up to old Happy Valley?
If they win this game, or the winner of this game, they get Boise State, right? So a good path. Line is what?
8.5.
I think Penn State wins the game, but give me SMU in the points.
I've got SMU outright. James Franklin doesn't know how to win big games. It's not his DNA, and they still have an easier path like you talked about. He's still not going to find a way to do it. I've got Pony Up in this one, Sean.
Oh, no, SMU. Oh, no, SMU, Penn State, I'm sorry.
Penn State at home. Yep. Clemson at Texas. That's the mid-afternoon game in Austin. Texas is an 11.5-point favorite. I'll start. Tommy Quinn-Ewers has been hurt all year. I know that Clemson got drilled by Georgia earlier this season, but the way they beat SMU, I've got Clemson covering, but Texas squeaking it out. So that's how I see that game playing out tomorrow.
Who's the more experienced program and group of coaches and players in this moment?
Dabo and Clemson.
Give me the Clemson Tigers.
What do you got, Sean?
Oh, I cannot pick Texas. I'm so sorry. There's no way. You just forget it. Clemson Tigers all the way. I think they're just going to I hope they just mop that field with Texas.
All right, going up the horseshoe, Ohio State last game of the day, but got about 20 seconds. They're hosting Tennessee. I've been on Tennessee all week. I'm not staying away, or I'm not flipping on the last second. I've got the Vols beating Ohio State, not just covering, but beating them tomorrow night. Ryan Day gets fired. They got a new coach, or at least they're looking for a new coach by Monday.
Ohio State.
Sean, where are you going?
Sing me some Rocky Top.
All right, we got 2 on Tennessee in that one, Tommy.
All right, so that's our Fence Man Friday pick. Sean, we will talk to you on the next edition next Friday. We'll be getting ready for the Liberty Bowl this time next week. So have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great weekend.
All right, 782-3936, the Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. We're live at Gellco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. The Morning Rush and Halftime are here. Come by and see us for the countdown to Christmas sale that's on right now.
Your Hog Update coming up next. Arkansas basketball back in action this weekend.
Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year.
This is the Morning Rush.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Robert, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
I should say it?
Say what?
Mom, I think he wants to say that it's Christmas time.
Okay, you can say it.
It's Christmas, everyone, and guess what, guys?
What?
Santa shop's here at the Stadium Shop.
Oh, Lord, Mom, here comes that dad side.
Nope, I saw him. Matt, you still do believe in Santa, right?
Sure. Believers do get more presents.
Okay, so what did he get?
Let me guess. A couch for the elves, collars for the reindeer, maybe even a hoodie for Frosty. You know how cold he gets being made of snow and all.
And let me guess, some Razorback jewelry for Mrs. Fogg?
Well, yeah, Matt, you better get that Google machine all warmed up. He said he was going to be ordering some more stuff.
Google machine?
Yeah, you know, the interfacegram www.
I think he's talking about our website, which you should know by now, Dad. It's shoponrazorback.com.
Or have Santa give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
So come by 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville, and you just might catch Santa Hog.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us. Ho, ho, ho.
I've been wrong before. 1978, I think it was.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hi, everybody. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. If you're needing a used car, we've got them. Everything from the most affordable cash cars to road-ready certified with warranty. The best used cars your money can buy. And we've got a finance option for everyone, whether you have great credit and you're looking for the best rate or you're needing to build your credit with a reputable lender. We've got you. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center. All the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath.
Do you need an attorney that you can actually speak with? You need Hickey and Hull Law Partners. The attorneys at Hickey and Hull understand the importance of client communication and are taking the time to meet you, respond to emails, and return calls. Every case is important, and they strive to give each one the time and attention it deserves. Call today, 479-434-2414, or visit them online at kevinhickeylaw.com. Hickey and Hull Law Partners. Things are about to get better.
Waldron Wave Rural Connect. Internet is now available in your area. Fast fiber internet and full-featured home phone are ready for you. This covers areas around Waldron, Bates, Winfield, Y-City, and more. Check out your address online today. The best whole home solution of internet and phone, all from a local provider you can trust. Order online at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Swing into savings this Christmas at the Golf Nut with these unbeatable offers. TaylorMade Q I-10 woods and irons up to $100 off. Ping G430 driver, only $399. And Callaway AI smoke driver, now only $499.99. Lessons are always a great idea for your golfer. Contact Matt Brooks to set up an appointment. Give the gift of a better game this Christmas at the Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith. Shop now and make this season a hole-in-one.
Looking to protect yourself and your family this flu season? Law's Drug Store at 6802 Rogers Avenue offers the latest vaccines for adults and seniors in both COVID-19 and the flu. Law's Drug Store has friendly pharmacists ready to assist you with no appointment necessary. Call 452-6116. It's quick, it's easy, and in most cases, free with your insurance. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Open 6 days a week to care for you and your family.
'Tis the season for Hardee's handcrafted goodness. Made from scratch buttermilk biscuits pulled fresh from the oven. The return of special traditions like salty sweet candied bacon. And faithful friends like Hardee's cinnamon raisin biscuits gathered near to us and served all day, all season long. From icing drizzled biscuits to savory charbroiled burgers, unwrap the holiday goodness of Hardee's. And now enjoy breakfast till noon. Available for limited time at participating locations. Items may vary.
If you knew all that Jody's Auto Service Centers can do for your vehicle and you'd never take your vehicle anywhere else.
My fleet is small, 14 trucks and cars. It's a struggle every day with parts, employees, and scheduling, but one thing I never worry about is vehicles. Jody's has special fleet pricing, special in and out service, or free shuttle and pickup and delivery service. And they do everything: service, repair, and maintenance. That makes my life much easier. All my vehicles go to Jody's.
Latest technology and highly trained technicians means we could do it all. From the most highly technical repairs to everyday oil change specials, tires, everything, even diesels. Jody'sAuto.com. Schedule free shuttle service or pickup and delivery. Get a tire quote, get financing. Jody's Auto Service Centers, voted best of the best by our customers year after year. We're your neighbors since 1984 with 3 full-service locations in Fort Smith and Van Buren. See for yourself at JODYSauto.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Arkansas football. It's the players running through the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Suey.
Yes, sir. Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
So the depth chart just came out for the Arkansas football game against Texas Tech on Liberty Bowl next week. We'll talk about that coming up. We got a chance to hear from some players on the team talking about some young guys and whatnot. One of the guys that didn't play a ton this season, but you're excited about, is the 4-star linebacker Bradley Shaw from Hoover, Alabama. Here's what Xavier Story said about his fellow teammate this week.
Brad, he just steady climbing. Like every day, every week, he just get better and better. And I've been saying, I think he a baller. I know he a baller. He good. So just to see him, it's nice just to see him and be around him and, just watch him grow. Just be around him, watch him grow. It's nice.
Tommy, you think about him, he's just been jumped to a second teamer based on some departures. Monte Harrison's now a first teamer. Tesla started some this season. Brooke Edmondson looks like he's going to start at center. We've talked about Kobe Branham this week. C.J. Brown, true freshman, is listed as a starting wide receiver. You've got some other true freshmen that have now moved from like third and fourth team to second team when you look at this depth chart. Again, things are going to look a little different next Friday, a week from now.
Well, and they, it's what the future of your program is going to look like. Now, you got players coming in obviously to replace this, but some of these guys that have redshirted that you've waited a while to see in significant time, like Branham. I'm excited to see him play as much as you're going to watch a guard play. I think he's one that is going to be a starter for years to come. So. You do get to see a glimpse of that, but I don't think the outcome of this game, win or lose, should be given much weight as to where you're headed for next year. If you win this bowl game, doesn't mean you're going to win 8 games or 9 next year. If you lose it, doesn't mean you're only going to win 4.
Arkansas basketball in action tomorrow, 1:30 against North Carolina A&T. I think it's Chin Coleman, one of the assistant coaches, is going to be with the media later on at 10:30, so we'll get a chance at a little bit of preview of that. So back at Bud Walton Arena, you'll play again on Monday against Oakland, and then you'll open up conference play against the Tennessee Volunteers as you'll take them on that first Saturday, which should be an interesting game. I got to be honest, Tommy. I have to be forthcoming about this. A Morning Rush listener, a very optimistic Morning Rush listener, is taking the Hogs in that game, and I am taking the Vols. I don't think I've ever actually bet against Arkansas, but I feel that strong.
I mean, logic's on your side. I mean, they're the number one team in the country, and you're going to their place. So, I mean, you're not exactly standing on, a shifty foundation.
But how much of it? I mean, I know we got 2 games before.
It's hard overhead. You're more betting and predicting with the logic side. Brent's using hard overhead.
How much does that change if they win next Saturday? What is your mindset all of a sudden
about
jump
Arkansas?
to about Arkansas basketball?
And I'm going to tell you,
or is it just going to be up and down all season with the SEC?
For 10 or 12 days, all the national pundits have been saying it. Net rankings show it. Cal's talking about it. We've been talking about it. This SEC conference this year in basketball is number 1, and it's not close. Tennessee's going to lose some games. Arkansas's going to lose some games. They're going to win some games. So let's not get carried away with one game. You got 17 more to play. Does it give you more hope and optimism if they can go to a place, like Thompson Bowling and win? Absolutely. But, there'll be some the next morning ready to call in, or a Monday morning ready to call in and say we're going, 18-0 in this league, and that's not going to happen either.
No, it's not. All right, that's your Hog Update this morning live at Gellco Outdoors. And it's brought to you by Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
So we've played a few movie clips already this morning. Christmas Vacation. I think I played an Elf clip yesterday. Have you watched a Christmas movie? We're getting close. You haven't watched anything leading up to Christmas.
I've watched Yellowstone and I've watched Landman.
Okay,
that's about all I've watched.
That's the 2 things. That's honest. What about you, Big C? Have you watched anything lately, Big C, at all?
No.
Okay.
I haven't.
Well, what about you, Larry Rath? Have you watched any Christmas movies lately?
No, I hadn't been watching Christmas. I'll tell you what, though. The other day I was out and I saw quite a bit of Home Alone. If you hadn't seen that in a while, man, that's
the
great.
good one.
We should watch that every year. Yeah, the first one. I mean, it's so good.
I take that back. Average Joe is pretty good. I watched that one recently.
Okay.
Christmas Vacation's still the best.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
So
well,
good.
Speaking of what else is good, you guys got weekly specials right now, Larry. $1,000 off your way. I mean, a lot of good things going on in Christmas time at Rath Auto Resources in Rath, Mitsubishi.
That's right. We've got just a few of these hand-selected vehicles, maybe 10 or 12, with this weekly special pricing in them, which is reducing the price, making it easier to buy, plus $1,000 your way. So you can use that money off the price. You can add that to your trade-in value, help you make your payoff. You figure out what you want to do with it. We're putting it on the cars, and really makes it a lot easier for a lot of folks to get into a car right now. And right now, it's such a good time. Go ahead and get that out of the way and have that new car for your Christmas travel, whatever you got to do. And it's always fun, show up at Grandma's house and all the in-laws or whatever, and have a brand new car. I mean, what's better than that? And kind of make sure the kids have a good time and your family's happy, and we can help you out with that right now. We've got a great selection, cars and trucks and SUVs, road ready certified with warranty. You can't buy a better used car. We've got a bunch of them right now and a team of people that would love to help you find the one that's just right for you and your family. And then we'll work it all out where the price and payment fits your budget. When all that happens, we call it Rolling with Rath, that Meineke Car Care Center service after the sale. It really is a better way to drive. So we hope you'll come and see us this weekend. It's going to be a good one. Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. We didn't talk about them, but man, they got great incentives on those new Mitsubishis. The best value vehicle out there you're going to find. Terrific tech, all the safety features, beautiful to look at, great gas mileage. They do everything right. And America's best warranty, so great time to check out that Mitsubishi lineup too. Lots of good things going on. Come and see us this weekend. Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. Check us out online, rathauto.com.
Merry Christmas, Larry. We'll talk to you next week.
Merry Christmas, guys. Y'all have a good one. Folks, come and see us.
Better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Robert, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
I should say it?
Say what?
Mom, I think he wants to say that it's Christmas time.
Okay, you can say it.
It's Christmas, everyone, and guess what, guys?
What?
Santa shop's here at the Stadium Shop.
Oh, Lord, Mom, here comes that dad side.
Nope, I saw him. Matt, you still do believe in Santa, right?
Sure. Believers do get more presents.
Okay, so what did he get?
Let me guess. A couch for the elves, collars for the reindeer, maybe even a hoodie for Frosty. You know how cold he gets being made of snow and all.
And let me guess, some Razorback jewelry for Mrs. Claus?
Well, yeah, Matt, you better get that Google machine all warmed up. He said he was going to be ordering some more stuff.
Google machine?
Yeah, you know, the interfacegram www.
I think he's talking about our website, which you should know by now, Dad. It's shoponrazorback.com.
Or have Santa give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
So come by 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville, and you just might catch Santa Hog.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us. Ho, ho, ho.
1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Clark, it's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
This is the Morning Rush.
Up to $10,000 off or $7,000 off and 0% financing on select 2024 GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The 24 GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $10,000 off or take $7,000 in discounts and 0% financing with approved credit. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
On ESPN Arkansas, download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
BetOnline continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, and college basketball, NHL, to UFC. Head to BetOnline today and don't forget to use the promo code BELIEVE for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Hey, ESPN 96.3 and HitThatLine.com. Have you been to Swark Liquor? Trey Gentry and his team have a phenomenal spot. It's the first liquor stop in Arkansas for our Dallas and Texas fans traveling up to the hill. So if you're heading to Fayetteville, the lake, a cabin weekend, hunting, fishing, or any other activity you need your favorite drink, stop by Swark Liquor. And check out their apparel too. You'll want to wear it. Swark Liquor, 864 East Collin Ray Drive into Queen, Arkansas. Swark Liquor, we promise to keep them cold for you.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Van. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, pool deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561.
Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call cleans it all.
On ESPN Arkansas, download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
That Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpatsocial.com.
All right, we're live at Gellco Outdoors, 4600
Inside.
Yeah, because Ty was too soft to sit out on the porch this morning. 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. It's the countdown to Christmas sale.
Off my camo jacket, Tommy.
So that brings me to this question. On the last Friday before Christmas, the last weekend before Christmas, which is obviously next Tuesday and Wednesday, are you done with your shopping? How much more shopping do you have? That's the question, because based on the traffic that's come through the door already this morning, I would say a lot of people are nowhere near done because we have had a steady stream of traffic through the doors.
Yeah.
So, Ty, are you done with your shopping? You still got things to do? Where do you stand?
I was talking with Christian about this. I probably still got to get some stuff.
Probably. That didn't sound very decisive.
Yeah, well, this time of year you debate, like, does this person deserve a Christmas present?
Should they just get money or, something
stay off
like
the
that?
list? Exactly. You get it, Big C. So, I would
With
say
careful thought and deliberation, here's a $50 bill.
Back and forth. Okay. You also have to think of what that person wants, male or female. Some guys would just prefer cash or gift cards. Some gals like wedding. I'm trying to.
At what point are you too old to? At what point is the recipient of the gift too old to just give them cash?
I told my aunt and uncle who were so awesome to get me some cool Christmas stuff. I was like, listen, I love y'all, but I'm 30. Like, you don't have to keep getting they keep on going. And I feel bad because I'm like, I don't really need Christmas gifts anymore. I need to get to the point where I start. Every niece and nephew and everything, you give just stuff to the kids. The parents don't want anything. It's just about the youngsters. So to your original
magic
question,
of Christmas.
No, I have not finished. Now that I think about it, have not finished my Christmas shopping.
I've got one item left to get, and I know exactly what it is. I know exactly where it's at, so I got to go get that. But other than that, I did get you and Big C. I made a donation on your behalf to the Human Fund.
Okay.
So. So that that has been done.
We got stuff at the Christmas party. I got your bourbon thingamajig from the staff, so we're good. As far as work related Christmas gifts, we're good. It's only family now, and it's like the people you actually are forced to love by law. And my thing is, here's what's also frustrating. Here's what's frustrating. Like, so I asked both my dad and my stepmom of what the other wants for Christmas, and they get it, and then they're like, I'll just buy it, and then you get. I was like, what? I feel like I'm not even doing anything except Venmoing you. I would go out of the way to.
Well, that way, Ty,
send it to my house.
That way, they know you can't mess it up.
But it's not about messing up. It's about actually going through the wrapping, which I suck at wrapping.
Just go to the store with them.
I feel I feel not cheap, but I feel like I'm doing a disservice to them as a son, like not even participating fully.
Clearly, they understand your ability to complete the project, so they're doing it for you, so it doesn't get messed up.
I guess I just I didn't feel bad. My as far as family, I probably need to get on that, I guess, a little bit more. But the parents are always like, no, kids don't have to buy kids other Christmas presents and whatnot. And I was like, well, no. And then they're like, no, we're good. So it needs to be about the youngsters now, I feel like.
877-377-6963 text, or you can call as well. We'd love to hear from you. Are you done with your Christmas shopping, or are you getting – I'd like to hear from someone that's just getting started.
This gentleman's not. He's got a Broncos hat.
Yeah.
Hey, big win last night.
They got beat.
Did they get beat?
Yeah, the Chargers won.
Big
I thought
win
we covered that 33-27. Yeah,
I thought that they
moron.
I thought the Broncos won last night.
No, I told you that earlier.
I wasn't listening.
Fair catch, free kick didn't make the difference in the game. Was
You just rubbed it in even more.
I didn't. That was unintentional, to be honest.
I know.
I looked at I was looking at the score update at 5 a.m. this morning.
34-27. I said 33. It's 34-27.
Well, I guess Bo Nix didn't do enough last night.
I'm embarrassed.
You should be. I guess I looked at the score wrong this morning at 5 a.m. when I got up.
All right, that's your Morning Rush Daily Question. It's brought to you by Cart Path Social.
Yes, and like Tommy, Christian and Nate are embarrassed to know me, but they do great work at Cart Path Social. You can check them out at cartpathsocial.com. 122 Grant Place in Lowell, an incredible golf facility in Northwest Arkansas, really all of Arkansas. People have not just come in Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Cave Springs, wherever. They travel from all over to check it out. You can play over 500 courses, corporate events, parties, college football, NFL football. Check it out at cartpathsocial.com. I didn't do that just to I know not everyone can see me, but if you're watching the live stream, you would see my face react in the way it did because I genuinely thought the Broncos would win last night. I did say earlier in the show that I thought that they were going to beat the Chiefs at the end of the season. So maybe he can take solace in them beating the Chiefs here if that ends up coming to fruition.
Your stupidity just overwhelmed.
It's overflowing this morning.
Yeah.
It is Christmas time, so.
Good Lord, I don't know. I'm hanging my head in shame here as we get ready for another weekend of racing. What's this, the third weekend at Oaklawn? And obviously they're going to take a break and then come back next weekend, Christmas holidays. But third weekend coming up at Oaklawn.
Yeah, weekend number 3 at the track. Looking forward to having some fast tracks this weekend, even though it will be cold after having a couple wet tracks last week. 3 racing days this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 10 races each day. First post at 12:30 each day. The highlight of the weekend is Saturday's 9th race, the $150,000 poinsettia stakes, 5.5 furlongs, 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares. We have some logical contenders here. The favorite, number 7, Spirit Wind from trainer Sappy Joseph. Other contenders look to be number 12, Royal Spa from trainer Rudy Brissett, and number 1, Fibber from trainer Chris Hartman.
All right, our horse racing update, our Oaklawn update is brought to you by Brothers Roofing and Restoration. We'll tell you more about them coming up. I wonder if they I don't know what it's like. I could pull it up on my phone, the temperature and the wind chill, but it was very cool this morning in the River Valley in Northwest Arkansas. Do you have any update? Were they able to train this morning, or was the temperatures too cold there at Oaklawn?
I did not look to see where they were this morning. I would think that it was okay to train. I mean, I didn't get any messages that they weren't, but that didn't mean they didn't check with me before they decided to train today either.
They probably should. But anything we can glean from the first 2 weeks so far as jockey or trainer standings at this point?
I tell you what, that's why we have a little thing called the hot list. How about we do this? Through 5 race days, Christian Torres leads the way, leading jockey from the last couple of years at Oaklawn, out the gate quickly with 8 wins so far. Ramon Vasquez second on the list with 6 winners. Among the trainers, 3 trainers have 3 wins each so far. That's Mark Cassie, Gennaro Garcia, and trainer Peter Miller. An interesting trainer to watch, and one that I'm really not familiar with, Abel Ramirez Rodriguez. He's sent out 8 horses so far at the meet. Has 2 wins, 3 places, 2 shows. So 7 of his 8 runners have finished in the money. Somebody I'm going to keep an eye on and do a little digging and see what I can find out about him.
All right. You got a pick for today? You've done well with these last season. Is there a one that stands out on the card today as maybe the best long shot with some value here on this third weekend?
I am going to go with a long shot today to give out to everybody. We're going to look at race number 10, horse number 1. More Than 5 at 12-1 on the morning line. for the aforementioned trainer Gennaro Garcia. Manny Escobar rides. Now, here's a horse that only has one win in 15 career starts, but he does have 4 seconds and 3/3, so he's sniffing around being in the money, not necessarily getting to the winner's circle. His last race was his first race since May at Churchill Downs. He ran on November 13th. He contended for half of the mile race, faded badly, obviously needed the race to get back into racing shape. He did come in last that day. But today, I believe that the second start of the layoff, he's going to be more fit. He cuts back from 1 mile to 6 furlongs, which is 3/4 of a mile today. He's had 3 starts at 6 furlongs in his career, and he's had 2 places out of that. Add in that he drops in class from the $20,000 claiming down to $14,000 claiming, so a little bit easier competition. The last 2 times he ran 6 furlongs, his speed figures from those races are better than anyone else in this race. Now, those races were back March and May, but if he can replicate those races today, I think he can get to the winner's circle at a big price, maybe get some extra Christmas cash in our pockets. That's number 1, more than 5 in race 10 today at Oaklawn.
Hey, real quick before we go, you're being Santa Claus on Sunday. You're going to give out your full card of picks for Sunday's races on your social media pages.
Yeah, I am. See if we can get everybody some winners, and like I said, put some little bit more money in somebody's pockets over the holidays. Check out me on all my social medias, whether it's Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, at the Railbird 333. You'll see my full card of picks Sunday morning for Sunday afternoon's races, and to kind of get an idea, if you wonder, like, what do I send out each day? What does it look like? Well, it's going to be out there for all to see, good or bad, and we'll try to find some winners.
All right, Lang, have a great Christmas, and I guess we'll talk to you next Friday in front of the final race weekend of the 24 calendar year.
Yeah, y'all have a great Christmas as well, Tommy and Ty, and all the listeners. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas.
All right, Lang Wittman at the Railbird 333 on all your social media platforms with today's Oaklawn update and picks for today's races. Brought to you by Brothers Roofing. If you've recently experienced storm damage, heavy rains have exposed some leaks in your roofing, or you've got some wind damage that's you've noticed some shingles and some roofing material in your yard, it's time to call Brother Alexander and his team. They're in Northwest Arkansas, the Hot Springs and Central Arkansas area, Fort Smith in the River Valley, Eastern Oklahoma. They can come and inspect your roof. Doesn't cost you a thing. And see exactly what you might need to get your roof back into repair, or work with your insurance company to completely replace that roof for you. 479-353-3877. Let me tell you about Brother. Former Razorback, Arkansas native, been in the roofing business either as a roofing contractor as he is now, or a insurance adjuster for nearly 30 years. So now is the time to call Brother, and this is a guy you can trust. This is a guy I trust. And I think you're going to find that the work they do and the price they give you to be outstanding. 479-353-3877, 353-3877 for Brothers Roofing and Restoration. We're live at Gellco. We're going to talk to Richard Kraft, my uncle. Been in business for over 40 years at Gellco, and he's going to tell us more about their countdown to Christmas sale here as we start the next hour.
All right, we got a couple of requests. CG wants me to stand outside ringing a bell for NIL, and Tyler wants Ruskin and Zach to have to work on Christmas, so they have something that's entertaining on that day.
Well, they do. I rarely give them anything to complain about, so I guess that would do it.
All right, we'll see if we can make either of those happen. Hour 2 coming up. Clay Henry and Jarius. Yeah, Clay Henry and Jarius Wright coming up in hour 2.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Robert, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
I should say it?
Say what?
Mom, I think he wants to say that it's Christmas time.
Okay, you can say it.
It's Christmas, everyone, and guess what, guys?
What?
Santa shop's here at the Stadium Shop.
Oh, Lord, Mom, here comes that dad side.
Nope, I saw him. Matt, you still do believe in Santa, right?
Sure. Believers do get more presents.
Okay, so what did he get?
Let me guess. A couch for the elves, collars for the reindeer, maybe even a hoodie for Frosty. You know how cold he gets being made of snow and all.
And let me guess, some Razorback jewelry for Mrs. Claus?
Well, yeah, Matt, you better get that Google machine all warmed up. He said he was going to be ordering some more stuff.
Google machine?
Yeah, you know, the Interfacegram WW.
I think he's talking about our website, which you should know by now, Dad. It's shoponrazorback.com.
Or have Santa give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
So come by 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville, and you just might catch Santa Hog.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us. Ho, ho, ho.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit, is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
This is The Morning Rush.
Valley Family Dental, formerly known as Riley Farm Dental, at the entrance to Riley Farms, provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients better lives with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, now offering same-day crown service. Mention you heard this ad on ESPN Radio at your next appointment and receive a free bleaching kit or $100 off in-office accelerated whitening. Call 226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Hi, everybody. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. If you're needing a used car, we've got them. Everything from the most affordable cash cars to road-ready certified with warranty. The best used cars your money can buy. And we've got a finance option for everyone, whether you have great credit and you're looking for the best rate, or you're needing to build your credit with a reputable lender. We've got you. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center. All the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath.
Guy Richardson, we're live here at First Financial Mortgage. I'm here with my friend Ethan Adamson. Ethan, I know I probably texted you 100 times during this process, man. I didn't know what I was doing. Luckily, you did.
Yeah, Ty. It was always great working with you. Glad we could help you get closed. A good loan officer is someone who can answer questions after hours, before hours, and be available when you're needed. We get pre-qualifications in, get buyers pre-qualified so they can search for homes and get them closed quick. Call 479-782-9300. Weekdays 8 to 5. FFB1.com. First Financial Mortgage, in the business of you, equal housing lender.
When you're clocking out and happy hour's already started, but you're clocking out and happy hour's already started. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird, Limbird Real Estate Group, has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home, quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Unto us a child is given, and his name shall be Wonderful, Counselor, Emmanuel, God with us. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. From all of our families here at Blaylock, we would like to wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year.
Whether you're planting a tree in your backyard or trenching at a construction site, a call to 811 helps prevent dangerous damage to underground utilities and is the first step in keeping yourself and your community safe. Hitting a line can knock out service to your home and neighborhood, resulting in fines, damages, serious injury, or worse. Safety is in your hands. Call 811 before you dig. It's easy, it's free, and it's the law. This message is brought to you by Black Hills Energy.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. Our temperatures will be cooler, upper 30s north, mid-40s south. Nice and clear tonight, and overnight low in the low to mid-20s. And then Saturday, lots of sunshine, a high near 45. Sunday, blue skies, sunshine, a high close to 50 degrees. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Shamrock Liquor Warehouse, 5609 Midland Boulevard, your leader in fine wines, beers, and spirits. You're listening to The Morning Rush on ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris Fort Smith.
I'm hairy everywhere else except my face.
This hour of The Morning Rush is brought to you by Farm Credit. From farms to land, livestock, equipment, and more, Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com.
But baby, it's cold outside. But baby, it's cold outside.
Can I refill your eggnog for you? Get you something to eat? Drive you out to the middle of nowhere? Leave you for dead?
No, I'm doing just fine, Clark.
This is The Morning Rush.
We had some people clamoring for Dean Martin yesterday, Tommy. So as we get into hour number 2, this is Dean Martin.
We had Bing Crosby yesterday. We've had Nat King Cole.
Kind of gone through. Michael Bublé, trying to go through all of them as best we can. By the way,
Mariah Carey earlier, I believe. We had a piece of hers.
Oh, yes, we did. I made a mistake earlier in hour number 1, and I apologize for that.
Can you be more specific?
The Broncos.
Or as you would say, be more Pacific.
Yeah, be more specific, tomato, potato. I'm just happy I'm not in the peak chair, Richard. We're here at Gellco Outdoors this morning. I don't know why Richard Kraft wants to talk to me, but I guess he wants to talk to his nephew. But in terms of the Broncos mistake that I made earlier, I had a Prime on my TV on my friend's account, and I got on last night and it wasn't there, so I had no way to watch. So a couple of things are going to need to happen. Either Clay's got to give me his Amazon Prime account, or I'm going to have to start paying for one and get to expense it. What would you rather happen? Me use Clay's
sound like they're going to go over 2.
Or expense it.
So
one of the two has to happen, but hopefully we'll figure it out. Clay, does that seem feasible to you?
I wouldn't know how to do that.
Okay.
I mean,
What's
I
the
don't know
password?
what
What's
my
the
password. I
username?
don't know what the email I used. I got so many emails. If it works, it works, and it does work. I ordered some stuff off of Prime, and I don't. You know, I keep getting these emails from Prime like you're not using all your benefits. You're not using the music. You're not doing this.
Well, let me benefit from you. You give me your password and your username, and I'll benefit. Plenty of people are benefiting here at Gellco
You don't need a
Outdoors.
membership. You don't need Prime. You can come right in here and leave with it today. You don't have to wait for it to be delivered to your home. But we'll talk about Gellco in just a second. I want to tell you about Andy's Frozen Custard, because one thing I do know is any red-blooded Kraft loves ice cream and loves something cold and sweet. Yeah. You can affirm to that, right? It's genetically, we're just genetically programmed, right?
That's even better. It's custard.
It's
That's
custard.
not even ice cream.
You get a
It's custard.
concrete with your favorite flavors. I like the Heath bar, but if you like a Butterfinger or a Snickers mixed in there, they can do that for you. They're on Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith, 2 locations in Conway, JFK Boulevard in North Little Rock. You can get the Pick 6 for this weekend, mix and match 6 of your favorite flavors for the perfect game time treat. You just need chocolate and vanilla, maybe a little strawberry every now and then. That's what you need at Andy's Frozen Custards. Drive up or walk through, they're ready to serve.
You're not going to have another coughing incident.
I
are you?
might.
Okay.
So,
well, do you
Are
want
you
me to
guys
introduce y'all?
outside?
Yeah. No, we're
No,
inside.
we're inside.
The
It's-
beautiful
Y'all had
Gellco Outdoors.
when Matt and Phil did it, y'all put them outside. So I mean,
We
it's
were
like-
outside last time.
we were all outside.
Richard
Yeah,
Richard's taking care of you, Tommy. That's all I can say.
Well, Richard decided he didn't want me to be in the same element that I may or may not have dropped a certain expletive last time we were here. So that's why he brought us inside this time.
It was
this
blinking
go-around.
cold. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was
something like
it's
that.
What we feared, but Uncle Rick, it's been busy. I mean, from before we started, before you even opened the doors, they were here. I think a lot of people are just getting started on shopping, or they got to get
Black
finished.
Friday.
And this is go time right now for Christmas.
I call it the countdown to Christmas. So, once it hits the 20th, panic mode sets in, and here they come.
Yeah, and you've got the porch loaded up. I mean, you were moving rack after rack out there to set up, and a lot of buy one, get one half off. I mean, if you want clothing for your wife or your kids or yourself or the hunter on your list or just someone that works outdoors, you got tons of clothing on sale.
We do. We're loaded up, and they need to come out and take a look at it and take advantage of the deals.
Now, if you're needing something that's maybe a little less personal than clothing, and Clay, I know you've got these. They're great for whether it's a fishing trip or a tailgate. You've got the Yukon and the Yeti ice chest coolers and the tumblers and cups. Everybody needs another tumbler or cup or something. So even if you want something that's, not sized or, kind of, personal in how it fits or whatever, these Yeti and Yukons are perfect.
Yeah, they are. And, the coolers are great for keeping things cold, but here at the Christmas parties, they're great for keeping things warm.
That's what I use it for, Richard.
So you're a smart man.
I'll wrap up my brisket in a towel, paper, like a big terry towel, and put it in there, and it's good for about 3 hours. For longer if you need it.
Well, that's good.
You want
Take
another?
it out, it's smoking hot. Yeah.
You want a little tip on how to make that even better? Take you a pot of. You don't have to get it boiling, but get a pot of water really hot, and then dump it in that cooler and close the lid and heat that cooler up, and then dump it out before you put your meat in there. And that cooler will stay warmer longer that way.
A tip, yes.
Yeah. So,
did Tommy kill any of these bucks up here?
No.
Or the hog or the bear or anything else?
Isn't there one from Jack? My father-in-law's got some stuff in here, I think. But no, I ain't killed nothing.
Okay. Clay, I could see Clay having.
I could put some fish in here, but
they'd be pretty small.
Yeah,
I don't have
that's
any
true.
big. I don't have any big dead animals on the wall. I've got ducks and fish.
Yeah.
Oh man,
the fish are
who do you
plastic.
Like,
They're replicas.
Richard, who do you like giving crap more to, him or Teddy?
Me.
I'm kind of curious.
Tommy.
Well, he's on air, so it's easier to do because you can do it in a public setting, you can do it in a private setting. It's just easier to get to him. Teddy,
Plus,
you
he's a
gotta
referee.
call him. Yeah, he's a referee. There's 3 different ways.
I should have called him when he was a pup.
Yeah. Saved me a lot of this misery, that's for sure.
Do you have anything that we can use against him since Clay and I are here? I always need some
I do have a
we're at
control
ammo.
from that
We're at ammo. I mean, we are at a place
He knows all my dirty secrets. He witnessed many of them.
I did witness a driver flying through the air that almost took me off the tee box.
Jeez Louise, man. Goodness gracious. He's not. You're saying the put together father of 3,
Yeah, this was in his
loving
younger days.
husband that we know now. He's different.
Younger days.
Yeah.
Harkening back a little bit. Well, I mean,
competitive spirit, I call it.
So what is Richard? Let me ask you this: what has been the most popular? Tommy just rattled off a bunch of them. What has been like the hot thing? What has been the hottest item that you guys have just been wheeling and dealing with lately?
Well, we're selling a lot of clothes, a lot of boots, guns, archery. I mean, we've
got some cool jackets out there.
We do. So
A lot of people buy a concealed carry for the wife or themselves at Christmas.
They do, and then they get the youth's first .22 rifle. Or
we got another short hunt right after Christmas.
Yeah, there's
don't
a
we?
3-day deer hunt.
Deer hunt.
Okay.
Rifle hunt. Yeah.
Yeah. So anything, whether you're getting ready for that or you want a pocket knife to give someone, hats. I mean, you name it for fishing, hunting, camping, hiking. Clay, you got some hiking. When you went, what was it, Colorado or Wyoming or?
Yeah, I went on a
Siberia or somewhere. You went somewhere and got some boots.
About 6 months out, I told Richard I needed to really get some good. I guess I went on an elk hunt once in my. I had probably 30-year-old boots, and that's the time that the sole came loose. So I'm out there hunting for elk in my Hocus. And
Jeez,
yeah, well, that's what I had. I mean, you don't take extra boots, or I don't. You have your boots. So for the next year, 6 months out, I talked to Richard about I want to do this right, and he goes, "Well, this will be your last pair of boots." And I'm 70, so that makes sense. But I got some Kinetrex, and he brought over here. This is Richard. He brought to the river basically a case of different Kinetrex in my size, and so I tried them all on, and found the pair that I like. Some of them were a little higher up on the ankle. These are just, aren't they the last boots, Richard, that you'll own? These when you get Kinetrex.
I hope not, but
no, but you get
they
my
will
point,
last.
don't you?
I do.
So Clay modeled them for you, and
yeah,
he looked good.
he
He looked like
he was styling.
Okay, he's styling. All right.
Yeah, I mean these are.
That makes sense.
I get the Kinetrex catalog now. I don't know why, but I do, and maybe because I register them or something. But these are lumberjack boots. I mean, these are, and you can imagine a lumberjack. He don't have crappy boots.
Speaking of the River House, didn't you tell? Oh, sorry, Clay. Go ahead.
That's it.
Speaking of the River House, didn't you tell me that the next customer that walks in here gets a free week stay at Tommy's River House? They just got to buy one thing.
I believe you're correct.
Okay, I think Tommy's got the keys here. If you want to, we got someone that's about to. Oh, she just walked in and walked out.
Yeah.
Are you not up for that anymore? That's what you said before the show. No.
No, I'm not up for that. So, I can stay with Clay. So
I'm not.
I think.
River.
So, all right, Gellco Outdoors got the porch sale, the countdown to Christmas. Rich, we'll check in with you before we leave, and then halftime's going to be here till 2:00. So Phil's already here roaming the store, and Matt will be here in a minute, and we'll be here till 2:00. You're going to be here all weekend. What are the hours this weekend, today and tomorrow, and then next week leading up to the ultimate countdown?
9 to 6 tomorrow, 9 to 6 Monday, and 9 to 4 on Tuesday.
All right, so Christmas Eve till, you said 2 or 4?
4.
4 o'clock on
Let's
Christmas Eve. All right, Gellco Outdoors, you'll see the ESPN Arkansas vehicle out front, and 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. Come by and say hi. We'll check in. We'll check with you about 10 till before we get out. So, all right, Richard Kraft, my uncle, Gellco Outdoors. That's where we're at today.
Where does he rank in the craft rankings?
In the craft rankings? Oh, number 1.
Okay,
yeah.
number 1.
Top of the list.
Yeah,
I did.
He's not my uncle, but he's my friend.
I did. Well, you mentioned Phil coming in. I guess I don't really have any reason to make fun of him.
There's the guy with the Broncos hat.
Okay,
You want to
apologize. I don't think he likes me.
No.
I was
Mean-mugging
giving Phil a hard time earlier about his the grapes, the grapes that he walked in with. I just don't. You don't typically see guys just walking around with grapes.
That's a great
Phil's a different duck.
Yeah.
So different. Didn't expect that to see. All right, we got our SEC update coming up in just one bit. You can call or text us as we're live at Gellco Outdoors this morning at 877-377-6963. Clay Henry's here, courtesy of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. We'll talk some of these college football playoff matchups on the other side next.
Arkansas's home for the best sports talk.
All right, you go do the research.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
If I talk like this, it doesn't mean I'm mad. I'm talking loud. If I'm mad, I'm going to let you know I'm mad.
This is The Morning Rush.
Hi, everybody. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, where all we do is keep you rolling. If you're needing a used car, we've got them. Everything from the most affordable cash cars to road-ready certified with warranty. The best used cars your money can buy. And we've got a finance option for everyone, whether you have great credit and you're looking for the best rate or you're needing to build your credit with a reputable lender. We've got you. Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center. All the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath.
Waldron Wave Rural Connect. Internet is now available in your area. Fast fiber internet and full-featured home phone are ready for you. This covers areas around Waldron, Bates, Winfield, Y-City, and more. Check out your address online today. The best whole home solution of internet and phone, all from a local provider you can trust. Order online at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Dozy Place has now been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years. Celebrate your special birthday, holiday, person, or just because at Dozy Place. Start with delicious appetizers and your choice of drinks from the largest selection of wines, beer, and liquor in the River Valley. Dozy Place is open Tuesday through Thursday 5 till 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended, so call 784-9111. 784-9111 for Dozy Place, 422 North 3rd Street, Fort Smith.
Champion Cycling wants to help you find the joy in cycling that's been part of their family for many years. Register today through December 20th at hitthatline.com for your chance to win a specialized road bike just in time for Christmas. Whether you're a child getting your first bike, an adult who hasn't been on a bike in years, or someone who's looking to podium at their next race, Champion Cycling wants to help you find the right bike. A great selection of bikes, cycling apparel and accessories, and great service. Champion Cycling, 5500 Mazard Road in Fort Smith. Find your next ride with Champion Cycling.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Agent Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Hi, this is Lindsay White with White Office Machines. For over 90 years, my family's been serving the greater Fort Smith region with the image industry's newest technologies, as well as providing superior customer service through long-term business relationships. As the area's only authorized Kyocera document solutions dealer, White Office Machines provides the best value with high-speed copiers and the latest multifunction printers. Stop by our office in downtown Fort Smith or in Russellville. Follow us on Facebook or go to whiteoffice.com.
White Office Machines since 1929.
Hey, this is Dr. Cole Johnson at River Valley Smile Center. You hear my partner, Dr. Charles Liggett, at 12:15 on halftime every Monday. Dr. Liggett and I have worked at River Valley Smile Center together for 11 years now. Like the Hogs, we have a great team. Do you have a unique dental procedure, a complex dental problem, or are you just nervous about dental work? Come see me for sedation dentistry, implants, implant-supported dentures, as well as cosmetic dentistry. We are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith at the River Valley Smile Center. Check us out online at rivervalleysmiles.com or call 479-646-0706.
At Arvest Bank, we believe in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones who are making a difference in big and small ways every day, to those who are helping create better tomorrows. We appreciate everything you do, and we're proud to work alongside you. Because every community deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Except we've got SEC finals. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means more.
I know one thing. The SEC just got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas. Trusted pool experts and your source for backyard fun. Locations in Springdale, Fort Smith, and now in Greenland. Always online at burtonpools.com.
Hey, back here at Gellco Outdoors, let's get in your SEC update this morning. Got a couple games on the docket for SEC programs this weekend, with the lesser one starting in Tampa, Florida, between the Florida Gators and Tulane. That is a 2:30 game later on today on ESPN2. And then, guys, as far as the college football playoff is concerned, Austin, Texas, the site of one of the college football playoff first-round games, is the Clemson Tigers walk into Darrell K. Royal tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. And then Tennessee will go up to the Horseshoe to take on Ohio State. We'll see what ends up coming of that. But, Clay, Tommy and I have been talking. You think about tonight's action and really tomorrow. I mean, there's no reason to leave the lazy boy on the couch.
Lots of football. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to watch all this stuff. I can't just sit here the whole day. So I think I may use the recorder so I can just, fast forward through commercials and halftime. Don't you watch football like that, Tommy?
Oh, but, if you get behind a little bit and you can avoid the temptation of looking at your phone, you can enjoy it a lot more efficiently. And I think the watching is the story inside the story this weekend, because you've got the NFL on Saturday with a couple of games, college football with 3. Mm-hmm. Who wins those head-to-head battles as far as viewership? And I think it's the NFL, but is there any case that you can say, hey, the college football siphoned some of that away from the NFL? I don't think the public's probably focused on that, but I think that's a big deal this weekend, and what may reshape calendars and schedules for both the NFL and college football moving forward, because this is a turf battle this weekend with who watches what games that go head-to-head between the pros and, the other pros now, college football.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of NFL, so I'm the wrong guy to ask or talk about that. I'm focused in on the college stuff.
Yeah.
When we get to the second round of the playoffs, I start,
That's when you start looking at. Well, you think that in terms of the intrigue,
but I'm not
Saturday,
the right guy to ask. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like college football more, but I'm intrigued by the NFL. In terms of, you got one of the quote-unquote hometown teams, the Kansas City Chiefs, playing on Saturday in Houston, and then you've got an awesome rivalry between the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh. So Tommy, like you're saying, I think there will be some NFL fans that will get siphoned off by the college football playoff. I also just think it's like the excitement level. This is the first time, right? It's the first time you're seeing college football postseason at home venues. And Clay, I don't know if you've seen it. There's been snow on the ground in South Bend since this morning. It continues to snow. You think about Penn State tomorrow. All these venues are going to be just absolutely bonkers, with the exception of Austin. Apparently, they're having struggles like selling out the stadium for this game. How can you not sell out a stadium for the first ever college football first round game? And then it makes sense that it's Texas, doesn't it, Clay?
Yeah. So what you have is you have students that are gone. And in some of these big venues like Beaver Stadium, which is 100,000 or more, and they're used to putting 25 or 30,000 students in there, and they're gone home. There's not a season ticket holder to pick up that seat. They're taking their seats. So it first of all, it's a short window, and it's TV. There's travel involved. It's Christmas time.
It's also 3 or 4 day, or depending on which day you're on. You're less than a week away from Christmas.
Yeah, and it's And the other part about it is some people it's like, okay, this isn't the game I'm going to go to. If I'm going to go to a playoff game, I want my team to win, and I'm going to go to the next one. You start figuring out, okay, can I go to this game and this game? There could be 3 playoff games for Penn State.
Yeah.
So which ones where do I allocate my funds? And you're talking about 100,000 people, and I have noticed that you can pick up seats pretty cheaply at a couple of these venues. Not Austin, but I think end zone seats at Beaver State, which there are a ton. I've been there. I've seen it. I haven't been to a game there, but I've seen the stadium. There are a ton of bad seats in that stadium.
We got a text from Chad in Texarkana. He said he's passing a lot of Vol fans headed north up on 75. They're out in full force. I know Ohio State athletics department members were like imploring their fans to make sure they buy tickets to the game, because apparently, guys, Tennessee has bought a good chunk of them for tomorrow night's matchup between the Buckeyes and the Vols.
And it's going to be cold. Now, not in Austin. So that doesn't explain Austin, but yeah, it's going to be cold. And hey, just like today, did we want to sit outside in the cold or inside where it's warm?
I was ready to brave the elements, Tommy.
You weren't either. So I mean, we are our habits of our comforts, and we like our creature comforts. So I don't know. I mean, it's a bad look for college football if you have a bunch of empty seats, but I'm going to guess it's still going to look good on TV.
All right, that is your SEC update this morning. Again, we're live at Gellco Outdoors, and our SEC update is brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas.
Yeah, if you're feeling stressed out, trying to get everything done here before the holidays, why don't you melt away your stress with the world's best-selling hot tubs from Burton Pools and Spas. Their hot tub sale is on right now. They're just down the road from where we're at, not very far. Save up to $7,000 and enjoy free local delivery, installation, and water testing as well. So treat yourself to pure relaxation with a hot tub from Burton Pools and Spas. At Burton's, they don't just sell hot tubs. They build long-term relationships. Find them in Fort Smith, Springdale, and now in Greenland.
Clay, I don't know if you've glanced at the email that we got with Arkansas's depth chart just yet, but we got a text from our friend Bobby, who's listening in Ashdown this morning, and he's excited to see Shamar Easter on the depth chart for this Arkansas football team, or this Arkansas football game coming up. He's listed right behind true freshman C.J. Brown. You're going to have to – I think we were kind of joking about this on Monday, Clay. We're going to have to kind of go back and look up some of these guys, where they're from, maybe where they transferred in, because I'm going to be honest, some of these guys' names I don't recognize because they hadn't played much all year.
He came in as a tight end, and the disappointment at first was – that he wasn't as big as they thought he was going to be, and he was having trouble putting on weight. So it's like, can you put him in an inline tight end? But he's got all the skill. I mean, I believe he returned kickoffs in high school. I may have that wrong, but so he's got the speed, and he's maybe an undersized tight end, but he might be a flex. So can put him out there, kind of like what they did with Jeremy Sprinkle, and that get a mismatch another way. So yeah, I think that he has the skill, or he wouldn't be on the depth chart. And so, I'm looking forward to seeing him. I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of those offensive linemen. They're going to kind of get their shot before some of these portal guys arrive. You know, they picked up some nice pieces for the offensive line in the portal. And, and, you know, it looks like they're picking up some wide receivers. You know, we don't have anything on Courtney Crutchfield yet, right? That's just kind of floating in the wind.
It's
you know?
right now it's just kind of Twitter discussion. There has not been a 100% commitment or a signee, but they did get Clay. I know.
I'm not talking
ahead.
about it on Twitter, but I'm talking to you about it.
It is not locked in.
Just in case you didn't know, it's now called X.
Yeah, I still call it Twitter. But they did get signees from Caden Kittler, the UCF offensive lineman, and Corey Robinson, who's highly coveted, and both signed with Arkansas. So you did get those two.
A center and a
teams,
tackle.
which I know that. Yep. I know that people are excited about. Well, I'm excited that we get a chance to talk with former Razorback wide receiver Jarius Wright coming up in just a bit. Again, we're live at Gellco Outdoors this morning. If you got a question for Jarius, doing a little coaching. Of course, he had his playing days at Arkansas, nearly 3,000 receiving yards, 24 touchdowns, and had a good run in the NFL as well. We're going to talk with him. He played on a couple teams. I'm wondering if the Vikings is the team that he follows the most, considering what they've been doing this season thus far.
All right, we'll do all that coming up. We're at Gellco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. I saw our friend Bruce Stanton. He was by the studio yesterday.
Suited up, Bruce.
And had several of his pro anglers with him. You come in and find a lot of the different baits and lures that they offer at lurenet.com, but right here at Gellco Outdoors and other top retailers. But I'm looking over here to my right. The fishing section is loaded, and there's a lot of Pradco brands made right here in Arkansas, not far away from here, that you can find here. Perfect stocking stuffers for the holidays made by Pradco. You can take them to a place like the White River and our friends at Gaston's. Bruce was talking yesterday about some of the fishing that's been going on at Gaston's, and the fish are starting to move upstream. The spawn is on, and it won't be long after the first of the year in the area above the state park, and all of that will be back open. Yeah, so the Browns are on the move, and now's the time to book that trip. Fishing, I know sometimes the temperature outside in January and February isn't always the most pleasant, but sometimes that's the best fishing of the year, is that time of the year at Gaston's. Their guides understand it, know right where to go, and how to handle the fish in really one of the more delicate times of the year there on the White River. Trust the experts. So now's the time to get those winter rates on your lodging, get the top guides, and enjoy a great few days at Gaston's White River Resort. I know I got a trip for February already booked, and looking forward to that at Gaston's. 870-431. Oh, great fireplaces. They just keep bringing the firewood. Great meals in the restaurant. Can't beat it. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. First-class time every time.
Arkansas's home for the best sports talk.
I'm sure glad that y'all are still able to go to your jobs and help and give us something to do besides talk about the bad stuff.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Arkansas believed in me back in high school when nobody did.
This is The Morning Rush.
Harry Robinson Salisal Ford wants to buy or
On ESPN Arkansas, download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite, white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
BetOnline continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC. Head to BetOnline today and don't forget to use the promo code BELIEVE for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Hey, ESPN 96.3 and hitthatline.com. Have you been to Swark Liquor? Trey Gentry and his team have a phenomenal spot. It's the first liquor stop in Arkansas for our Dallas and Texas fans traveling up to the hill. So if you're heading to Fayetteville, the lake, a cabin weekend, hunting, fishing, or any other activity you need your favorite drink, stop by Swark Liquor. And check out their apparel too. You'll want to wear it. Swark Liquor, 864 East Collin Ray Drive in Queen, Arkansas. Swark Liquor, we promise to keep them cold for you.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Van. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, pool deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561.
Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call cleans it all.
Careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050, COP CDL Academy.
It's that time of year. Longer nights and colder weather can mean higher energy bills. But Arkansas Oklahoma Gas wants to help you save on your energy costs this winter. A healthy heating system equals a happy home and wallet. Ensure it runs efficiently by scheduling regular maintenance with a licensed technician. Adjust ceiling fans to spin clockwise to help push warm air down. Keep your thermostat on a lower setting, health allowing, and layer up on clothing. For more money-saving tips, visit AOGC.com/winter.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy?
My mind had gone blank. Frantically, I tried to remember what it was I wanted. I was blowing it.
Come on, kid. How about a nice football? Football. What's a football?
This is the Morning Rush.
We got Santa Richard Kraft here at Gellco, Tommy. So if you're with your kiddos this morning, you can bring them in and they can tell Uncle Richard what they want for Christmas. We'll see if they freeze up. Like, what's that kid's name in Christmas Story again?
Why did you have to ask me that?
I don't know. Someone help me out on that.
Ralphie.
Big C, you know it is.
Ralphie.
Thank you, Big C.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Thank you, Big C.
You know?
So,
Well,
Uncle Richard Santa or Santa Richard will help you out with the kiddos this morning. We just saw one walk in.
Yeah. Well, I just saw Matt Jones walk in. He's got the Santa Claus beard. It's not quite gray enough yet, but he's getting there. Hey, when it's time to spruce up your existing home or even build a brand new one, you can trust the experts at Farm Credit of Western Arkansas to help you choose the right financing options that's best for you. Go to myaglender.com or drive by any of Farm Credit's 25 locations today and get started on building more family memories with Farm Credit of Western Arkansas.
So when you have a special guest, as the caliber of Jerry's right, he gets his own intro.
Wilson going deep right. It's one open. Touchdown, Arkansas. Wilson going up top for right. Wilson caught, juggled, and caught at the 40. Pass deep over the middle. Got him there. Caught by right. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This is Jarius Wright, and you're listening to the Morning Rush.
Jarius, appreciate you joining us this morning, man. I know we got plenty of football to discuss, but important question: Have you finished your Christmas shopping yet?
You know what I have? I might have one or two things I need to just pick up for the wife, but for the most part, all the kids are taken care of, and I've got most of her stuff.
Now, did you buy for the kids or did she buy for the kids?
She buys for the kids, but it's the thought that counts.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm right there with you, brother.
Man.
I'm right there with you.
Now, Jarius, you mentioned the kids, not just your own. Do your players get gifts from you? Or you just got to count for your own kid?
I just account for my own kids in this aspect.
Yeah, probably can get costly.
Yeah, I was going to say
60s. Exactly. When you're coaching a lot of kids, you can't get one kid anything without getting the other kids. So it's best to just not get anybody anything.
Yeah, we'll just do a few less 400-meter relays here around in the off season. We'll give them a set off in the off season. Merry Christmas.
Love is what I have to give.
There you go.
Exactly. Jarius, Clay Henry's with us, and one of the things Clay's always talked about with you is you were one of the big leaders on the football team. People looked up to you, and I know it's kind of ever-changing with the transfer portal. I wonder from your vantage point and perspective as a guy that spent 4 years here in Fayetteville, what does that look like in changing leaderships each and every year with so many new players, and how does that dynamic work within a locker room?
That is very tough. Like you say, the way the transfer portal works, and you have leaders, and those leaders could just up and leave, that next year, and then, you replace them with new leaders. So, I think that was very important back then, or when I played, that, I was there for all 4 years. A lot of people got a chance to really know me and believe in not what I was coaching, but what I was saying to them. And now, you don't have that because, like you say, a new guy come in, a year from now, and he's the new leader. But, we don't really know this guy. We just know that he's one of the best players on the team. That's usually, I feel like it's harder to pick leaders now, if that makes sense.
Jarius, I'm sure you're like the rest of us. You have an opinion of your own about what changes need to be made with the portal or NIL or combined to sustain the sport. Depending on your age, you probably think this is going to ruin the game. What's your opinion of what needs to happen moving forward so that you don't see mass exodus before the bowl games? Or what in your mind makes this new system sustainable long term?
To be honest, I don't know how long we will be able to sustain this system. I think that we should have put caps on it earlier or when it first started. That way, because you can always move up. The thing you can't do is you can't go back on what you're doing. So I think the lack of caps, kids getting just unlimited money, programs not being able to keep up because they're not being able to have the same funds as everybody. I think that everybody should have had the same funds, so it's not based on funds anymore. So if me and you, just say if I'm Alabama and you Georgia, we're getting the same funds. The kids are allowed to get the same funds. So basically, it's not based off money. You're not committing to me because I paid you the most money. You're committing to me because you actually want to be here. Those are just some of my thoughts and some of my ideas about it. That might have would have helped the situation out.
Jerry's right with us here on the Morning Rush. We're live at Gellco Outdoors. Jerry, you took a pretty significant jump from your freshman to sophomore year, as did that football team. One of the things that you and I discussed this week, it was just how pivotal that win in Memphis was against Eastern Carolina. For Taylon Green, what kind of expectations do you expect him to move up on from year one to year two under Coach Petrino?
I think we'll see a huge difference in Taylon. Also, I think we got some huge pickups as far as offensive line in the portal. So I think those will also help. But I think just the mental aspect of learning Petrino's offense and learning, what to look for, when to look for it, and just to continue to learn defenses. I think there's just that step, and there's still one game left, and he'll learn from that too. So I think just the learning and going back and kind of watching the film, see what he could do better, understanding what he can do better, will definitely help him leading until next year.
Have you ever been colder than that night in Memphis, Tennessee after the 2009 season? Everyone talks that it was there. It was the coldest they've ever been to. You ever been to a colder game? I know you played up in Minnesota and some other spots.
So I will say in Minnesota, I've definitely played in a lot colder games, but I will say that was the first coldest game I've ever played in, and it was miserable that night. I know it didn't seem like they're on the field, and we went into OTs. I feel like the game lasted forever.
Jerry's right with us. Morning Rush live at Gellco. We're brought to you by APAC Arcola. Apply for a career today with APAC Arcola at jobs.crh.com. That's jobs.crh.com. Jerry's been coaching high school football. Catch the audience up on what's been going on with you. And you mentioned your family a little bit ago, but kind of give the audience an update on what you're doing and helping kids every day with their high school development or football development in high school.
Yeah, so I'm coaching at Sylvan Hills currently right now. This is my third year. I'm currently in my third year. Of course, I started at Whitehall with Ryan. Did a year there, moved to Sylvan Hills. This will be my second, after this year is done, this will be my second year here. So, I've just been doing my part of trying to give back to Arkansas and trying to show kids and help kids get to where at least halfway to where I've been, just playing in college.
Yeah. What are the challenges in high school? We talk about the challenges in the college game with NIL and portal. What are the challenges coaches and programs are facing today at the high school level that maybe weren't there when you played, or certainly you go back a decade or two?
So in high school now, it's basically the portal. Kids had school of choice, so if they decide they don't want to play for you anymore, they can up and, of course, not move the next day, but, at semester they can transfer schools and play at the next school wherever they want to. So it's kind of a small sample size of the portal going on in high school now.
Jairus, you mentioned being in high school, Coach. Do you have aspirations of going to the next level, coaching college ball, maybe even NFL, or you kind of think you're suited for high school ball?
So what I really want to do is just I really just want to be a high school head coach. I think that, honestly, I've given my time to the college and I've given my time to the NFL level already. Now I just want to help, kind of what I said earlier, help high school kids develop and help them reach their full potential, because I know, without a good coach in my life when I was in high school, I would have never reached mine.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a single high school kid, Tommy, that wouldn't want to be coached by Jairus Wright if he plays the wide receiver position.
Jairus, Clay Henry, someone I know you've spoken with many times, is with us, and Clay, I heard him mention earlier about his year with Ryan Mallett. I know that that got you to thinking.
Yeah, when Jairus, I talked to Ryan right after that first year, but just what did you see with Ryan as a head coach? We all knew Ryan is maybe a different point in his life, but what did you see in that year with Ryan that made you proud of him?
Well, number one, you just I would never expect to see Ryan in Whitehall, Arkansas. Number one, so that was the first kind of shocker to me, and the demographic down there, of course. So from him going from Mountain Home to Whitehall was just a big culture change and culture shift. But to see the way he handled it, the way he embraced it, the way he loved that community, the way he loved the kids down there, it just, words couldn't even explain how happy he was to be there, to be doing what he was, to be giving back. That's how I could put it, the best way I could put it. He was happy to be there giving back, and he felt like that's exactly where he was supposed to be and exactly what he was supposed to do. And he actually was the one that got me into coaching. That's how I ended up at Whitehall with him. So I feel like I'm currently doing what I'm supposed to be doing too.
Let me take you back to that Texas A&M game. And I'm not looking at the stats, but it seemed like it was like 12 catches for 180 yards. I don't know. You might remember the numbers, but what I remember is the middle of the field being open, and I don't know what Coach Petrino did to get you in that spot, but it just seemed like that y'all just wore out the middle of that field.
Well, we did. It was something that Texas A&M. Well, we noticed in film that Texas A&M just didn't cover that part of the field, and eventually you would expect them to make some adjustments or do something. Maybe they thought they were up 17, so they didn't need to make adjustments. But we realized they weren't covering that area, so Petrino would just call the plays to get us to that area. Me and Tyler would figure it out from there.
Jarius, go ahead, Clay. You got something else?
I'm good. You take your time. Thank you, Jarius.
Yeah, Jarius, we really appreciate you joining us this morning. Talk about some old memories like that game in Arlington and Jerry World, and then also talking a few other things, especially in the coach. And best of luck for Sylvan Hills this upcoming season, and appreciate you joining us this morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas as well.
Hey, I definitely appreciate y'all having me, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to y'all.
No, wouldn't we love to have Jerry's right out there for this bowl game? I think he could step right into that wide receiver role and be on that depth chart.
You think he could make the depth chart with all these freshmen that they're playing?
You know what? You give me a quarter or two, I could probably do it. Or just let me know when you want to throw me the ball. I could do that.
I love it.
Just throw me the ball.
I love
every play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Merry Christmas.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right. I'd love to have him out there, man. That'd make you feel a lot better about the trip to Memphis, wouldn't it?
This is what I remember about Jarius Wright. And y'all talked about leadership, and he talked about words. I just remember the way he played and the way he practiced. And when a teammate would get the ball in the open field, it maybe have a head of steam, and here would come Jarius across the field to get that last block. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know that coaches probably opposing teams probably showed that to their players and said, this is how you play the game. So. And he was just like Darren McFadden. That's the kind of things that Darren McFadden would do. Block for Felix Jones. He blocked for Joe Adams, like he loved his brother. And I know that's the way he practiced too. And, it's that's what you noticed, and that's what a leader does.
Hey, we're live at Gellco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. Going to talk to Richard in just a second. First, I want to tell you about Modular Orange. If your business needs a website, they can do it for $95 a month. It's a turnkey setup, everything you need. Plus, they'll help you keep it up to date. Security, the hosting, it's all included in one package for $95 a month. 479-755-3043. They're in Fayetteville, but they can help you wherever you're listening. If you're paying high monthly prices now, stop throwing your money away and get a website that won't be a hassle for you. $95 a month with Modular Orange. Go to modularorange.com for the details. Steady stream of people still rolling in here at Gellco Outdoors. Going to be that way all day, Rich, as people are getting that last-minute shopping done.
It's time. The final countdown.
It's now or
here.
never. Yeah.
Phil put this hat on me. What do you think, Richard? You think I can pull this off?
Hey, you looking like a cowboy there.
You ought to get a free bowl of soup with that hat. So, yeah.
Only if I wear the headset with it.
Yeah.
You turn it around, you got it on backwards.
Oh, well, he put it on. He put it on. There we go. That looks better. Yeah. I look like Rip.
You look like who?
Said Rip.
Hey, we could take Tommy to the train station.
Yeah.
Yeah, do me a favor. All right, what's the big deals? What's the hot items? What's the biggest discounts?
Well, the buy one get one half price on the clothing. The Hey Dudes, we got 25% off on the Yeti product. Yukon Outfitters, the ice chest, coolers, tumblers, cups. Gellco gift cards. We've been selling a lot of gift cards, so those always are a perfect fit. And whoever receives them can come in after Christmas and get what they want.
Go.
Yeah,
let's go.
Mike just happened to be in it.
The gift card, to me, the lady getting a gift card for the man, I mean, I don't want my wife to go to an outdoor place and buy stuff for me. And I want her to give me a gift card. Does that make sense, guys?
100%.
Richard, is that?
I would be happy if Gina Ann bought me anything, wouldn't you, Richard?
I would.
I don't know.
Miss Kraft's probably not buying me a gift card anywhere. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just think that's a great way to do it. And or for instance, going to a fly fishing store and buying a gift for me, that's wrong. Just give me the gift card. Give me the gift card to Gellco. That's like the toy store to me, Gellco.
Yep. Yeah, it's got something for everyone. And maybe you say, well, the guy on my list or the guy on my doesn't hunt, doesn't fish, but they work at a manufacturing place or somewhere that requires safety footwear. I mean, that's where you grew this thing from, is with, the safety footwear. So, I mean, even someone that, hey, they ain't got time to enjoy all this other stuff. They need Carhartt work clothing or great pair of boots. You've got those as well.
We do. We got casual shoes. We got those Hey Dudes, buy one, get one half.
Yeah.
Hiking boots, cowboy boots, Western boots, men's, women's, children's, big selection. Firearms department. We've got that first rifle for that young boy at his 22 rifle. We got ARs for the guys. Just a lot of
beanies.
I found Ty's Christmas present right here, sitting just to my
What
left.
is that?
Lump of coal.
Lump of coal.
I deserve more than that this year.
We're putting it on camera.
I've been actually.
So if you got someone on your list needs a lump of coal, they got what is this? It's actually soap, isn't it?
Soap, Duke Cannon soap.
Does it smell good?
Great stocking stuffer.
How's it smell?
It smells like soap.
It actually smells good.
Yeah, they got a couple.
It smells like
ones.
rustic and manly.
Yeah. Well, that probably isn't for you.
I need to.
How about
I need
peppermint
to put
bark then? Peppermint bark.
I mean,
for you.
honestly, I love peppermint.
Yeah, I think the best use for that soap was that to
smells
use
delightful.
it. Yeah, the day that you dropped that word, wash your mouth out with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
it's not too late.
Clay, I don't think that word made its way to the podcast, so we know that at that point it never happened. So. And evidently it wasn't enough of a.
When I was young and I said a word like that and I got my mouth washed out with soap, I remembered. I didn't do it again. So that's the motivation for washing your mouth. And, if it's scented soap, so be it. Yeah.
You heeded your parents' instruction. I evidently did not listen to mine.
Didn't learn.
All these years later, didn't learn.
What's wrong with you?
What's new?
So,
didn't learn.
Yeah. All right. Till 6 o'clock today, 6 o'clock tomorrow, Monday, and then 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve.
That's correct.
And if you ain't bought it by then, you're out of luck. So
that's right.
Then you can come back in, let's see, Thursday for the after Christmas sale.
That's right.
So, for all the procrastinators.
Well, you revealed it already.
Or the procrastinators, as I'm called sometimes. You got a few days to get her done. So, all right. Anything else? What else have we left off?
Richard, I appreciate you taking Tommy's talent fee and giving it to me, doubling up mine. So I appreciate that.
That'll buy you maybe a Coke.
It's more than non-Coke.
So I did this for free. I just put us down for free today since it's
I do it for free.
Family.
I do it for free.
Well, good. You just did.
He's in the spirit of Christmas.
It's the spirit of Christmas. I'm giving back, paying it forward.
Makes sense. It is Christmas.
We'll get you a bowl of soup for that hat.
Holiday spirit.
I need a few seconds here. I just want to thank Richard and Tommy too. When we had the tornado back in May, both of you guys stepped up with gifts of merchandise that we raised money to give back to the people that lost their homes. And Richard and Tommy, I really appreciate that. I do not ever
hope it made a
forget
difference,
that. So y'all gave the gift when it was not Christmas time, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, Clay, thank you. Clay, have a Merry Christmas. I guess we'll talk to you on Monday, and then we'll all take a little break for the holidays.
Sounds good.
All right, Clay Henry with us here at Gellco Outdoors. Uncle Rich, have a good day. Phil and Matt will be in here in just a minute and carry everybody till 2 o'clock from Gellco.
All right.
The real radio show starts in 7 minutes, Richard.
All right. 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. You can come by and see us here. Also brought to you by River City Coatings in Van Buren. Their number is 471-7675. Anything you need powder coated, which holds up to weathering and abrasions, and you'll never have to paint it again, they can do for you at River City Coatings in Van Buren. Plus now they do press brake forming, welding, and all your fabricating, forming, welding, and powder coating needs. 471-7675 or go to rivercitycoatings.com and get all of the details there.
It has been a fun-filled show. If you missed our conversation with Jarius Wright, we had Clay on this entire hour. We talked a little horse racing with Lane Wittman, and we did our Fence Man Friday picks. You'll find that in the Bud Light Morning Rush podcast, which will be up shortly on hitthatline.com and wherever you listen to podcasts. For now, we hand the headsets off to Phil Elson and Matt Jones. Halftime coming up live from Gellco Outdoors next here on ESPN Arkansas.
The Mega Millions jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is